Good
Good morning,
morning.
everyone. I want to say good morning to Mima Dawn. She may not still be here, but folks, one of the lovely things that I love that she says is remember, if you're feeling down, look up. Isn't that great? I just love that saying, and I'm so happy she shares that with us. Good morning, Anna Mama Cat. How are you doing? And there's Diane. Good morning, Lana. I hope you are all doing well today, you lovely ladies. Oh, I wanted to ask real quick. Have you already taken your meds for this morning?
No, I'm going to take them in a
No.
second.
Okay. Good morning, Carla and Sarah. How are y'all doing today? I'm so happy that you are here with us. I hope too that everyone's weather is cooperating, that you are being able to stay nice and warm. We got up this morning and it was 56 degrees, so I almost felt like I didn't need a jacket. I mean, I was glad I had it, don't get me wrong, but it was definitely a little warmer than it was yesterday, and we are already hitting 71. So, woohoo! I love it. Let's see. Good morning, Amy. How are you doing? Oh, Daniel, you little sweetheart. Thank you so much. And good morning, Kim. How are you lovely ladies today? Oh my goodness. That was so sweet of you, Daniel. It is warmer where you're at, Diane. That is awesome. And in fact, excuse me, folks, I am still having trouble getting rid of this cough. Sarah says it is 19 but feels like 6 here in Wisconsin. Holy cow, girlfriend. Mercy me. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to. Alrighty. Um, no, I'm not getting sick. I just can't get rid of this drainage. I don't I don't know where it's coming from. I'm a little under the weather with a head cold, and I only have 3 kids here today. Well, my goodness, Amy, I hope these are 3 kids that can take care of themselves, basically. Yes, glad everyone is doing well, and I'm so sorry that you've got a headache, sweetheart. Head cold, excuse me. Yes, yes, yes. Well, as you can tell from the title, this is National uh, Shelter Pets Month. It is all month long. And I didn't realize that until yesterday. I got a little blurb about it. And folks, I just got to tell you, like I'm sure so many of you, shelter pets just have that little spot in my heart. I mean, I've always told my husband if we ever won the lottery, I wanted to buy a big old piece of land and section it off, and we'd have this area over here for rehabilitating horses, and this area over here for taking in all the strays and all the animals that just can't seem to get adopted, and let them have a place where they could, live out their lives. I mean, I would just go and take them all if I could. I really, really would. Yes, Lana. Whoop, whoop. Carrie took her meds. I know, Diane. That's me. Oh my goodness. That is definitely me. Daniel says the same thing. If I had the land, I would do that too. You know, honest to goodness, Lacey, at least while Wayne and I have been together, which is nearly 25 years this next year, Lacey is the only dog that we have ever paid money for. Now, with my previous husband, we did pay for two pups. One was a full Boston Terrier. His name was Bandit. But back then, folks, I'm talking well over 40 years ago. I mean, we spent $50 on him, and I thought that was a horrendous price for a dog. Of course, now if you could get a dog for $50, you'd think, woohoo! But and then the next one I bought was a little schnauzer. Now he was 2 years old, and we called him Buster. He had come from an abusive situation. The owner took him back. I mean, the breeder took him back, and all we had to do was just pay for an extra set of shots, that kind of thing. And honestly, folks, when we got him, like I said, he was 2 years old. We never had any problems with any abusive situation he had been through or anything. So we were very blessed with that. But now I wasn't fortunate enough to get Lacey for that price. I just got to tell you, because I mean, she is papered. Both her mama and daddy were champions. So, but I did get a good deal because the boys that have the mom and dad, it was a bunch of high school boys that went together that I taught when they were in school. And so with her being out of the first litter and them not quite knowing, about what to charge for them, let's just say I got a really good deal. Plus being a former teacher, and they did seem to like me just a little bit. So, but anyway, uh, Diane says all her pups are rescues. Let's see. You have rescued many, Kim, but have ended up with 10 cats now. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Tiffy. How are you?
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, I know. Isn't it crazy? That's why I can't go to the shelters because, I would just have to have every one of them. And not just dogs, folks, the cats too as well. I just can't seem to leave any of them alone. Oh, Diane says we've always had poodles of some sort and labs. Yes, foster fails is a real issue. Yes, it is. Yeah. And we've always had, good morning, Frizzy B. How are you doing? We've always had like two dogs, two cats, because, well, like the age difference between Tia and Lacey. Tia just turned 10 and Lacey will be 3 in April. So at some point, we're going to lose Tia and Lacey's going to be by herself. Well, you know what the solution is to that? I just go and get another pup. So I I just think, I mean, even though Lacey is 100 times bigger than Tia, they do play. Lacey plays more like whack-a-mole with Tia, but when Tia gets a little feisty and she wants to play, I mean, she's just like a little puppy. She wants to get all over Lacey's ears, and she'll crawl up on her back and start scratching like she's trying to build up her little blanket, and Lacey will just lay there, and the next thing you know, she's rolling over saying, okay, if you're going to scratch me right here. And they're just all so cute. Tiffy says, I'm okay, just sleepy. Oh, didn't sleep well last night, so you see a nap in your near future? Yeah. Oh, oh, you're talking about that kind of foster fail. Honey, that's not a foster fail. That's a That's a keeper. That's what I call it. It being a keeper. Yes, there are so many stories on the website Dojo. There's so many stories just on, your social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, where people say, I found this little kitten, took it to the vet, I agreed to foster it. And the next thing you know, it's still here 5, 10 years later. So, oh, that's what they call it. Well, that just That don't sound right. Your Thor is the foster fail. Okay. Well, I don't like to consider them fails. I like to consider them a reward, really. So, with it being National Shelter Pets Month, good morning, Laura.
Good morning,
Can't see
Laura.
much
How
on
are
the
you
screen.
feeling? Laura
Well,
fell and had
yeah,
13 stitches in her head.
yeah, bless her heart. I think she said that they're already going to take the bandage off today or tomorrow and then remove the staples on next Tuesday. That's crazy. Woo. I know it means that you failed at being a foster parent. But you know what? If I had to fail at anything, I think that is one thing I would enjoy failing at. Failing at, wouldn't you? Oh, I just don't see how people take in foster animals or foster children and take them in with the idea that they're just going to be there for a bit. I couldn't do that. I just could not be a foster. Diane, I think it's a vertigo issue. Um, Laura has vertigo and it kicks in every once in a while. So, yes. But like I was saying, with it being National Shelter Pet Month, we touched on this just a little bit yesterday, and I just want to ask each and every one of you that when you're at the store, you don't have to buy a huge bag, even a 5 pound bag of dog food, cat food, litter. I mean, they do need litter as well. Dog treats, a couple of toys, just anything that you can put in your basket, and then just make a special trip to drop it off. I mean, you would be surprised how very, very gracious they are in accepting anything that comes from the pets because if you save them $5 in dog food, that's $5 extra that they have to get what they need or to put it on medicine that they have to have. Yeah. Oh, your bandage already fell off on your right side of your head. Oh, sweetheart. I hope they sent you home with some medication other than just aspirin. Oh, that's right, Lana. They do take blankets as well. So if you have some crochet squares that you've been working on, not knowing, what you were going to do with the scraps, just do up a couple of squares, make a 4x6 blanket and take it down there out of the granny squares. You would be surprised. They just love that. And the nice thing about it is that when you take an item like a blanket or a toy, just anything like that, and they give it to that particular animal, when that animal is adopted, that goes with them because that has become like their security and it makes a nice transition for the animal from being at the shelter to going to their new homes. That is always, always so sweet and kind. You have a bunch of things I never knew about. The hospital told me I never knew about. Are you talking about other issues, Laura? They didn't keep you overnight, Laura? Maureen, can you please tell Carrie I've said hello a few times to her and asked about her? Oh, well,
Oh,
she's been
Diane, I'm sorry. I've just been crocheting.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
doing
say,
fine. Hello, sweetie.
yeah, she's been a crocheting, and I'm sure I've skipped over some of these because the chat does run a little fast every once in a while. It's like it lags and then it goes, "Whoop," so I have to sometimes go back and check it. Oh, you were sent home on Tuesday. Okay, so they didn't keep you. Yeah, she just wanted you to know. So that's awesome. Well, we know Lana has adopted from the shelter. How many of the rest of you have adopted from shelters? Mine have always been from folks reaching out saying, you know, our dog had a visitor and now we're pregnant and we have puppies. You know, if you're interested in a puppy, we go and get them. Oh, Frizzy, she says, I have 2 kitties I adopted. Well, you know, excuse me, we did the same thing this year will be 2 Christmases ago, where we adopted 2 free kittens. We got Cinnamon and Candy, so we have those 2. And they are both beautiful little yellow and white striped tabbies. They are just, well, I shouldn't say yellow, really, they're more like on a creamy buff color. You know, they started out really, really golden. And I've seen a few pictures since I've been gone. They've really, really lightened up. So they're more really of a little cream. And on the little boy, Cinnamon, he it's a little difficult to see where the white stripe is anymore. Yours are Merlin and Tuxedo. We went to get this orange cat we saw a picture of, but when we saw Merlin, my husband was like, "What about him?" And the rest is history. I hear you there, sweetie. Diane said, that happened to me when I fell in 2020. I went in because I fell down a few stairs because I got dizzy. Then they sent me home with all these new things, diabetes, high blood pressure, etc. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, Amy, I forgot you're allergic to dogs and cats, aren't you? Arthur was a kitten in a litter that my sister-in-law's sister was fostering the whole litter from, and he was so stinky, striking, beautiful, and very friendly. Oh, Diane says, I love cats too, but I am terribly allergic. There are a lot of folks that are allergic to cats. Cats more so than dogs. Sheltered adoptions, only 1 left. Now I have 9 that I actually rescued myself. Well, you know, Tia's mom and dad, I rescued from the neighbor across the street. He had, it's really funny, folks. He had a batch of little Chihuahua puppies, which is what her mama was, and a little batch of terriers. I mean, he had 2 females, both papered and everything, but evidently they had a visitor at the same time. And so both little females had these litters of puppies. And I had the intention, all right, of going over and adopting or choosing one of the little terriers, her daddy. We named him Tippin. And folks, to me, he is the closest I believe I will ever come to having a little Yorkie terrier. I mean, everything about him spoke Yorkie. And so I picked him up. Well, at the same time, over there in the Chihuahua box was this beautiful little caramel Chihuahua. You could already tell she was going to have a long hair coat on her. Yeah, I walked over to pick up 1 and came back with 2. I thought my husband was going to kill me. And then, not even 6 months later, Tippin, being a little boy, and Shari, being a little girl, yeah, we ended up with little puppies, 2 little puppies. And I know I've told y'all before, the reason why I don't like having puppies is because I keep them. I don't I just don't ever feel like I can trust anyone else to take care of my little babies, you know. So I just end up keeping everything. Uh, and so we did. We kept Tia and her brother Jackson. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Sam. No, let's see. It's afternoon.
No, it's
Uh,
morning. It's 3:20 in the morning.
okay. Thank you very much. I'm glad you can keep up with the time zones because I can't. Let me back up here. Diane says, we have a cat in our backyard. The person who rented a few houses away from us moved away. Oh, and left the cat. Now she has had 4 kittens, so I have 5 cats in my backyard. Oh, goodness gracious. It would be horrible to be allergic to dogs. My daughter in law has a bad allergy to cats, so we don't have one. Yes. I have 2 cats from my local pound, Sam says. And good morning to you, Sam. I went in to get one and couldn't leave her only other sibling behind. So I have 2 now. Yep. 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 Diane says the only issue is they go after my little dog. They've attacked him, and oh, what a mess that was. So now my dog can't go out in the backyard. Oh, goodness. Uh, yep. You're right. The mommy cat's being very protective of her babies. Let's
Good morning, Beth.
see. Good morning, Beth. How are you, sweetheart? I got my little pup Benny from a friend of a friend. His mother had died when, oh, he has some issues from being weaned so young, but I love him. Yes, that can happen. Gosh, I just love cats and can't have them or go near them. My son takes care of the cats. Well, that's good. Um, my middle daughter, we didn't know for a long time. I mean, she was probably a junior or senior in high school. We found out she was allergic to cats. And what did we have? We had cats. I mean, we'd always had cats. So we couldn't get rid of them. I mean, she would have just died if we had. So she went on allergy medication for it. And then lo and behold, my first grandson, Harrison, he's allergic to cats, but he loves them. So he just puts up with the allergy. But like I said, it just seems so strange that more people are allergic to cats than dogs. Diane, are you able to get them spayed and neutered? I guess you're talking about the mama cat and kittens in her backyard. I just think that's awful. And, we see and hear so many stories of people that move away and just leave their animals. I just think that's horrible. To me, it would be just like leaving one of my kids. I couldn't do that. So, as I said, I would like to ask that each and every one of you, when you do some shopping the rest of this month, that you think about picking up a box of canned dog food, a bag of cat food or dog food, and taking it out to your nearest animal shelter or even rescue shelters. That would be great. Oh my goodness, Diane. I've reached out to a few places that come and set up, yes, the traps and then take them away to get them spayed and neutered and then they return them. Yes, I know that. Here it makes sense to get a pet from the pound. They come neutered, vaccinated, wormed, vet checked and microchips for less than what it would cost to do it yourself. Amen, Sam. And um you're making, whenever you go and adopt one from the pound or from a rescue center, you're making space for another animal that can come in and be given care and rehabilitated so that it can go to another family. So that's always good. That could be late, then you will have more kittens. Well, let's hope not. We in our area, and I'm sure this happens in a lot of other places, but in our 2 small towns out where we live, Bront and Robert Lee, they twice a year, the
Hi, baby.
ag department at the high schools have a weekend in which it's free neutering and spaying for anyone that wants to bring their animals, and then you can get a shot for like $5 for rabies, that kind of thing. So it's really, really nice. Oh, Diane, oh my goodness. I heard Mama Cat wailing away the other night. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, goodness. Yes, that's right, Lana. Yep. And even if you get one that's too little at the time, my youngest daughter rescued a cat, a little kitten, and they set us up an appointment as to when to bring it back so that it could be neutered. The epitome of the old cat lady saying. Well, at one point I had 6 dogs at my house, and so my kids always made fun of me and called me the crazy dog lady, so that's okay. I think we're caught up. Oh, let's see. Kim, there are a few people I know that do the TNR trap neuter release programs. They trap them for people like you, Diane, and feral communities to help keep down the population and disease. Yes. Wish people would realize the good they would do by rescuing, adopting, and not shopping. Yep, because there are so many that need a good home. There really, really is. Lana, he'd be happy to be the crazy old lady. Oh, wait, I'm crazy and my best friend is a dog. Oh, that's neat, Diane. The feral cats come back usually with a little nick in the ear so that you can tell them apart. Well, I'll be. That's good to know. I don't know how they mark them from around our neighborhood.
Ow.
We had a lady in our neighborhood that there was a vacant lot that I had an old house on it for years and years, and it developed quite a large community of feral cats. And when our little town felt like that they could afford to put in a dog catcher, I know it has a different name now, but basically that's what he is. Um, he was able to get with a group from San Angelo to come out and trap a lot of them. And I think it took a good 2, 3 years before the majority of the cats there were fixed. And man, it took forever. But now that one is chaos. Okay. See, folks, we're privileged today. We get to see chaos because he doesn't normally like to come and be in here with us. I, I know a couple with 6 cats. Between all the cats, they have litters once or twice every 6 months. Oh, it's only $20 to get the males fixed. I know. They just say we've always find homes for the kittens. Well, you know what? If they're lucky enough to do that, that's great. But that not all people are that lucky. Lana wants you to know she's enjoying the biscuit tea.
Yay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a sign that they're fixed already. That's good, Sam. Yeah. Here they tattoo the ear with a symbol, either neutered male or female. Well, that may be what ours did. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Carrie, we're at the halfway mark.
Now. Bye.
See, folks? Good morning, Mandy. How are you, sweetie? You're here just in time for the devotional.
when we disobey God. This is love for God, to keep his commands, and his commands are not burdensome. 1 John 5:3. Saul, the tall, handsome donkey herder, who was God's handpicked choice as the first king of Israel, repeatedly refused to obey the Almighty and was eventually rejected by the same hand that had crowned him. See 1 Samuel 16:1. God's spirit left Saul, and he was filled with depression and fear. See 1 Samuel 16:14. Whoa, let's stop right there for a moment and take note of what happens when disobedience separates us from the Spirit of the Lord. We are filled with depression and fear. This is a crucial point. Swipe it with your highlighter. Dear Papa God, I want to obey you in all things. When I fail, please keep drawing me back to a right relationship with you so that I can be filled with joy and peace, not depression and fear. Amen.
Amen. Mandy says she's doing pretty good. She just got back from volunteering at my kids' book fair. Whoa, that's nice. Terry, thanks for letting me know I won the Misfit yarn. If there's wool, do you want it, or you're just trying to get rid of the yarn? I think Froggy wanted wool if I won any.
Oh, then give it to Froggy.
There you go. Yvette, sweetheart, how are you doing? I
Hey,
hear you
Yvette.
got home safely. Oh my goodness, you are going to be a busy bee today, Frizzy. She has
Link.
uh two lives back to back today. Goodness gracious. Nami G, sweetheart, how are you doing?
Hi, Nammy. Lana, if you have superwash merino, I'll take it, but I don't want virgin wool.
I haven't told Froggy yet that I won. That's why I asked you first. How's my nativity coming along? I just about have them ready to pack up. I will be dropping a little video as to how they came out, and I didn't get them out on time as I wanted them to be, but they'll at least have them to enjoy a little bit for Christmas. Oh, that's awesome. Lana says she's allergic to the wool. I am so happy to hear that, Nami G. Mm. Yes, ma'am. They really turned out cute. I was very pleased, but they just took me a little bit longer than I was anticipating, especially on all the little peoples. Because you don't just crochet up the little people. You have to crochet the beard for the men, and of course the hair pieces, and then the little uh, turban things, that the wise men wear, and the crowns, and oh my goodness. Yes. So let's see. 10 would make it 10, 11, 12. 1 and Eastern time, Frizzy B will be 1 and 2. Is that right? She's going on at 10 and 11. I think that's right. 3 hours. So, what is everyone working on at the moment? I know Carrie's working on her Nemu blanket. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing today? Thank you for dropping in.
Good morning,
Truly
Debbie.
do appreciate your time. Okay. Thank you very much. I wasn't working on anything for Christmas. Then yesterday, my son told me that his new wife would love a poncho. Oh, well, Diane, looky there. And yes, Amy is tatting on her beautiful crosses. Well, the good thing is he let you know now, right, Diane? Not wait until like 2 or 3 days before. I've had some of my family members holler at me 2 or 3 days before they need something. And I'm like, I'm not a machine. Although I guess I could get me an Addy, right? Do a shortcut, make it look knitted. Do you have an Addy, Carrie?
I do. I have a Sentra too.
Have you used them much?
I haven't used them at all.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Amy, you've got an order for 20 of them. That's awesome. And you have 12 done. Well, Diane, just take frequent wet rest and, do a little exercising with them like this, pop your hands back and forth, just whatever you can do. I have to sit sometimes and just, see if you can see that, rub my thumbs because mine gets right in, well, more so this hand because I don't know if you can tell. There you go. This joint right here, I had broken my thumb when I was about 13, 14 years of age, learning how to ride a bike. And over the years, this joint here has slid down and calcified right in here. So this joint is not there like it's supposed to be. And so this one, because of the way I hold for tension, uh, will really get sore and hurting, that arthritic, hot burning and stuff. So I have to sit here and get them warm.
Oh,
I have a Centro, Diane says, and it's amazing when I try to use it. Oh, your fingers are swollen. I have lymphedema too, so now it's all flaring up. Oh my word. My sister has that problem, the lymphedema. Lana says, I have so many things to make for Christmas, and I have the yarn. Her daughter in law told her last week she wanted a slouchy hat, which I've never made. I won a slouchy hat at Mama G's auction yesterday for only $25. That's great. We're a hot mess, it seems. Yes, Diane. But you know what? Truly, crochet is good for us. It just really is. Good morning, Martha.
good morning, Martha.
Oh, Debbie, most definitely. Please pray for me today, the day that I lost my second daughter. It was years ago, but she was only 7 years old. She's my angel in heaven. Yes, ma'am, I'll be happy to put you in the prayer book for today. Oh, I forgot it's already got a pencil. Yes, there you go, Lana. The Yarn Addict just put out a tutorial on a slouchy beanie. That's awesome, those of you that are going to offer up prayers for Lana. Give her strength to get through the day and comfort. That is sweet of all of you. Oh, well, there you go. I've been kind of thinking about that a little bit too. I've been jotting down some ideas, but Sam says my big job for this month is to try to decide what New Year's goals I will make, crafting wise. uh, do any of the rest of you always start the new year with, now, my mother never called it dieting. She always called it life change. And I don't know about you guys, but I just still seem to fall in the habit of every year. All right, starting it's not always January the 1st. I always push it, a little bit. January the 5th always seems like a good day for me to say, all right, starting on January the 5th, I'm going to start making healthier choices so that I can lose some weight. I'm going to get up and exercise every day. I am going to try to add at least 500 more steps every couple of weeks to the steps that I'm taking. And I start out pretty good. I really do. But come about February the 1st, eh, scratch that off the list. I'll start again next year. uh, Lana says, Diane, I'm sure you're flaring from the weather. It's doing it to my rheumatoid arthritis. Yes. I have no goals or anything. It's whatever happens, happens. Oh, goodness. I've really been fortunate in, I know I have arthritis in my wrist, especially because one time I went and had my wrist x-rayed because I had fallen on it and was really afraid I had broken this little bone here. And so we went into the emergency room, got it
Huh?
x-rayed, and it was really funny because I mean I could see it when he put it up there, and I saw all these little white spots around my wrist here, and I was like, my goodness, what in the world is that? And so um, when he got finished, I said, excuse me, but can you tell me what those little white spots were around my wrist in there and everything? And he just turned to me and nonchalantly said, oh, you just got a good case of arthritis starting there. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I think I was only in my 40s whenever that happened. Maybe I was in my late 30s. I was like, oh my word. But I don't hear anything and I don't experience that much as far as swelling or hurting. If I'm going to hurt anywhere in my hands, it's going to be right here in these joints on my thumbs. But other than that, yeah, I never seem to experience anything like other folks do. Then it says I never make resolutions except at 60. I know they won't last. Well, but it's the optimism. You got to be um, optimistic. Got to say, this time I'm going to make it work.
She just moved her vehicle.
Good. Very good. Is he still going to be able to make his PT appointment on time?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good.
Yeah, he doesn't have to leave here until 9.
Okay.
It's only 1:45.
Well, but I am glad that they got that resolved for you.
I just can't believe how rude people are.
Yeah. Martha says, that's good, Maureen. I'm starting to get it just like my mom. So, you crochet while you can. It's the joys of getting older. Oh, I know. Lana, My optimism is long gone. I crochet because it gets my mind off the depression. I understand. Diane, optimistic that I won't make any plans. Hello, Steph. How are you doing?
Hi, Steph.
Hope you're having a great morning. Well, I like to be optimistic. I like to, gear myself up for the positive and to see how long that lasts. Oh, goodness. But when I start those resolutions, I know that I start out with the intention of making it this time. But it's very easy for me to be pulled off track. I mean, it really, really is. Like, my husband and I will go out to dinner and he will order his steak and taters and all that kind of stuff. And me, I will get my salad with the grilled chicken, dressing on the side, and I'll sit there and eat it. And I feel perfectly fine. I'm happy that I've had a very good, healthy meal for myself and everything. And then he says, "Hey, you want to split a dessert with me?" There she goes. I keep telling him he's a bad influence on me. Yvette, I had to go to New York City to open my mom's estate account. Got back at 3 this morning. Oh, sweetheart. But I'm so glad you got out of there before the snowstorm hit, Yvette. I have cut way, way back, Elizabeth, on my sodas. In fact, number one, I had to. Even though I drink sugar-free sodas, the Coke Zeros and that kind of thing, I just found that they were creating problems with my kidneys. So I'm not, whereas I would go from drinking my coffee to right into tea and sodas, I try to limit myself. In fact, I do pretty good with just one soda a day. And I either continue to drink my coffee, which is all right as far as I'm concerned, especially when in the cold weather, or I'll switch over to my tea. Now, I could not go meatless. There's no way I could do that. I love my chicken and my pork and my fish way too much. Beef I can do without. I'm not a big beef eater. I never have been. And Debbie wants to, well, tell her what it is.
It's the Nimue. I have this one and 3 more squares, and then I start back on round 51.
But do those get attached onto the Nimue before you continue?
Do you want it? I've already attached the other 3 sides. Do you want to see it?
Yes. And you're exactly right, Sarah. Coke is the worst soda to drink if a person has kidney disease. I don't have kidney disease. I just know that, you drink 4, 5, 6 of them in a day, and you do that for 3 or 4 days, maybe even a week, and your body starts telling you, hey, you're putting something in here that ain't good for you. Oh, well, that's nice, Lana. My church is fasting till Christmas, so no meat. We can have fish Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then you're going to have a big potluck feast on Christmas Eve. That is awesome.
Oh.
What a great way to celebrate the Advent.
Ow. Okay. It's all folded up all nicely. See?
Well, you can fold it back up again. Oh, look. But
it's
look,
really
too,
a lot of yarn.
Yeah, we can really see some of the squares already on there. Let me get you big. Excuse me. Oh, look, folks, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, my word, Carrie. That puppy's going to be huge. Oh, my word. Lana
Yeah.
wants to know if it is a yarn eater.
Yeah.
How many skeins did you put into it, or are you putting into it?
I'm into the 6th skein.
Wow.
But I'm using a K-hook.
Oh, okay. Lana says she loves it and the colorway too.
Thank you, you guys.
Yeah.
But I did it with the K-hook on purpose because I wanted it big.
Right. Right.
Because I think there's 32 more rounds.
Uh-huh. Yes, Lana. 6.5 is a K. And Martha's asking, is it a gift for someone? Hello, little Carrie.
No, I'm just making it.
Whoa.
I might keep it for myself. I took my meds, Carrie. I want my parade of hearts.
There you go. You checked out Walmart for the sunshine. It was expensive. Huh. Well, I would think that would be the best place
It's called
to buy
Sunny.
it. I'm sure you answered me. I just wasn't listening. How many skeins did you get to make it?
Oh, how many did I get?
Yes. How many skeins? Well, how many skeins does it take?
I don't know.
Oh,
Because
okay.
at the time I figured it out, I was only going to use a 5.5.
Oh.
She wants my address, right, Carrie? Diane, you might get it. Who knows? If there's enough people that are interested in it, I might do a giveaway.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh, Lana, that always happens to me. Little Carrie says, I need to chat with you, Carrie, about the update on your place. I'm sure I missed you saying it earlier.
I haven't gotten any information. Although she did move her car. So Jason can go to the
Rehab.
physical
Lana says,
therapist.
I saw Puzzle has 2 new yellows on Premier's website that I want so bad, but I don't have an excuse to get it and no money. Diane said, it was an 8-pack, I think, only third-party sellers. Oh, okay. I just ordered almost 5 pounds of yarn for a blanket crochet along, Sam says. That's going to start in January and runs all year. Oh, that's nice. Can you share whose crochet along it is? And says, I'd faint. Let me get some pillows around me first.
Hi, Darcia.
Good morning, Darcia. How are you doing today? Thank you for popping in here with us. Diane's asking, oh, a Tunisian. Okay. I'm not ready for Tunisians yet. I'm still practicing with my stitches. Good morning, little Rita. How are you and Mama doing?
Hi, little sister.
Martha says, I'm being good. I have too much yarn, but who knows? But a friend has a blanket she wants me to do to keep me out of trouble. Oh, Oh, you finally got your new glasses? But you know, when you get new ones, it is going to take a little bit to readjust to them. Lana says, I'm not sure if they're new yellow colors, but she's never seen them before. Mom is sleepy today, so we went home, didn't want to disturb her. Is she showing some progress, Rita? I do hope that she is. You know, you and your mom are always in my prayer book, sweetheart. You would have bought them during the premiere sale, yeah, but and see me, I buy and then I think of a project to go with it. That's just how I am. I can't help it. You know, you go through and you're looking, especially if you're in the store, you go through looking and go, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. I want to make sure I buy at least enough to make, and then I always buy enough, let's just put it this way, to make a nice shawl or wrap. And then that way, if I don't make the shawl or wrap, I know I've got enough to make a hat, scarf set. So far, so good. That's awesome. That's right. The yarn will tell me what it wants to be when it's ready. Diane, yes, I have yarn, but I have so many different skeins, so not ever enough to make a big project. Then I order enough to make a big project. Then I order from Hobie when I really shouldn't have, and then that delivery. Oh goodness, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Oh, she was trying to say more words yesterday, and she's upgraded to eating mashed food. Oh, that's awesome.
What does that mean?
After
Ryan says she's going to have to go look on the Walmart website.
We're not going to shower until tomorrow.
Let's see.
deodorant and that on.
So far so good. Me too, Maureen. I have to look on. I got 3 orders from Premier during the sale, and I made plans for everything. Well, that's good. You're better than I am, sweetheart.
Bye, you little Carrie. See you later.
Yes. Oh, that's great, Rita. Yes, no, bye, love you. That's, boy, I tell you what, just her telling me that she could say I love you would be awesome for me. Well, folks, I want to go ahead and take this time to say thank you all so much for popping in here with us today. Like I always like to say, you could have been somewhere else, but you chose to spend some time with us, and we are so greatly appreciative. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and please always remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light they need to see. Now, remember, we'll be over at Carrie's house tomorrow at 11 Eastern Standard Time. So y'all be sure to come back.
I'll be in the hairdresser's chair.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, I'll definitely set it up and start it at 8. So
okay, that'll be good then.
My hair starts at 8:15.
Well, that's good. We'll get to see her getting all dolled up. So
my
again,
hair, my eyebrows,
your nails too, or just your hair
my
and eyebrows?
nails,
and your footsies,
and my toes,
and the toes. Oh, yay! You been lurking? Okay, that's good. Thank you for letting us know you were here. All right, Carrie, I've said my goodbyes.
Remember, one random act of kindness can change the world.
We love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.